Hello, Kimi lovers! I am the Dr. Bere and this is Quimiqueando con la Doctora Bere. Today, we're going to talk about a word that many associate with danger, but that's actually an essential part of our inner chemistry, cholesterol. For years, we've been told that fats are the great villain of cardiovascular health, but the science has shown that the history is much more complex and far more fascinating. But why does cholesterol rise? Are fats really to blame? Or is something else happening inside our arteries? Stay with me because in the next few minutes I'll explain the chemical truth behind this topic. And I promise, after watching this, you'll never look the fats are the same way again. So, put on the safety goggles and join me on this fascinating scientific journey.
Cholesterol isn't just any fat. Chemically, it's a lipid alcohol with a steroid structure, and its role in the body is so crucial that every single cell produces. It's a key of part cell membranes, giving them stability and flexibility, vital for communication, transport, and resistance to environment changes. Cholesterol is also the raw material for steroid hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol, as well as for vitamin D and bile acids, which are essential for fat digestion. So, rather than being an enemy, cholesterol is an indispensable component of life. The problem isn't its presence, but what happens when its chemical balance inside in the body gets disrupted. Although we often think cholesterol comes only from the food we eat, most of it is actually produced inside our own body. Roughly 20% of total cholesterol comes from the diet, from foods like eggs, meat, and dairy, while nearly 80% is made naturally by the liver. To do this, the liver uses a molecule called acetylcoenzyme A, derived from nutrients we eat, fats, sugars, and proteins. From there, it follows a complex chemical pathway that forms mevalonate and eventually cholesterol. This process is tightly controlled by an enzyme called HMG, coenzyme A reductase, which acts as throttle for production. When the body has enough cholesterol, the liver slows this enzyme down. When levels drop, it speeds back up. In fact, this is enzyme that standing medications block to help lower high cholesterol. So, while diet has an influence, what really determines of levels lies within the balance between production, use, and elimination. The trouble starts when that delicate chemical balance is lost. Cholesterol doesn't travel freely in the blood because it can dissolve in water. To move around, it needs special vehicles called lipoproteins, which act as carriers. There are several types, but the most important are LDL and HDL. LDL, known as bad cholesterol, carries cholesterol from the liver to the tissues, where it's used to make cell membranes and hormones. HDL, the so-called good cholesterol, does the reverse. It collects excess cholesterol from tissues and brings it back to the liver for recycling or elimination. About this point, everything is normal and necessary. The problem begins when the balance between these particles is lost. When too many LDLs are circulating or when these particles are exposed to oxidative stress caused by smoking, excess sugar, inflammation, or lack of antioxidants, their lipids and proteins oxidize. These oxidized LDLs become sticky and tend to infiltrate the inner layer of the arteries, known as endothelium. The immune system tries to clean the area, but in doing so, it triggers a chronic inflammation process. Immune cells fill up the fat, forming so-called foam cells that gradually build up plaque inside the arterial wall. Over time, This plaque narrows the passage for blood or hardens the arteries, a process called atherosclerosis. So, cholesterol itself isn't the villain. Its oxidation and imbalance between LDL and HDL are maintaining healthy HDL levels, reducing inflammation, and protecting fats from oxidation with a diet rich in natural antioxidants like fruit, vegetables, omega-3s, and regular exercise are the real chemical keys of keeping your arteries healthy. While genetics and liver function influence cholesterol levels, lifestyle plays a crucial role. Ultra-processed foods rich in refined sugars, white flours, and trans fats increase cholesterol synthesis in the liver and promote LDL oxidation, raising the risk of atherosclerosis. Chronic stress releases hormones like cortisol after alter lipid metabolism and increase cholesterol and triglyceride levels in the blood. Sleep deprivation doesn't just affect hormones like leptin and ghrelin. It can also disrupt liver enzymes that regulate cholesterol production, upsetting the balance between LDL and HDL. A sedentary lifestyle combined with poor diet lowers HDL efficiency, reducing its ability to remove cholesterol from tissues and promoting buildup. Even environmental factors such as smoking and pollution contribute to oxidative stress, accelerating LDL oxidation and arterial inflammation. Together, these factors form a cycle that promotes high cholesterol, chronic inflammation, and cardiovascular risk.
Now you know, cholesterol isn't the enemy, it's an essential molecule your body needs. What truly matters is maintaining the chemical balance between different lipoproteins and preventing oxidation. To do that, eat wisely, avoid ultra-processed foods, get good sleep, stay active, and protect your body with natural antioxidants. And most important, don't fear natural fats. The real problem lies in excess processed foods and imbalance, not in the healthy fats your body needs. Tell me in the comments what other health and chemistry topics would you like us to explore next. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it, subscribe to keep Quimiqueando together. Bye bye, Kimi lovers!